The Dragon Awards are a complete disaster. You can see it in the picture right here. This is the exemplified iteration of the Whisper Network. Soy men and strange women is what I call it. This is John Scalzi and Delilah Dawson, two massive Whisper Network political clout chasers. And that's exactly what happened here. Tor Books had its slate and its political clout chasing going on. Nobody else came to this sort of thing. And that's why them and even Chuck Wendig, one of the worst writers in the history of mankind, won this award. It's a travesty. I'm going to go over the history of the award, why it exists, why it matters, and why John Scalzi sucks in just a moment. My name's John Delarose, everybody. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I have been fighting the good fight in science fiction since I came and released my book, my first opening book in 2016, which got a Dragon Award nomination in 2017. And since then, I have been just releasing books, making my brand here, and enjoying things independently away from these people. I hope you'll join us in our community and hit the like and subscribe button. And I also hope you'll start to read the books if you've not already. This is my space opera trilogy, The Arishan War, and it starts with The Stars Entwined. And it's got some spin-offs to it, too. You can go to the Amazon page for the series and just find out how all those are connected. It's a lot of, the connections are a lot of fun. But for now, start with the trilogy. Come grab this. They're all available on ebook, print, and audio for your convenience. I know it's the beginning of the month, so you probably got some Audible credits. Check it out. I'll have that link in the description below. If you like Babylon 5, if you like The Old Man's War, like the one good John Scalzi book, you'll probably enjoy this as well. Thank you guys so much for the support so far. It's been an incredible few months of our sales, and I am writing a sequel series that takes place in this universe right now. We're going to wrap up that book this month for the first one. Probably won't release it till I've got a full trilogy in the can, though. All right, so the Dragon Awards happened, and this is Dragon Con's big award system. It was meant to be a competitor to the Hugo Awards because the Hugo Awards, of course, had been paused and corrupted by mainstream industry professionals who just screwed things up over the years and made it into a complete joke of identity politics. Now, when this went on, the Sad Puppies tried to create a slate. We know what happened. They no-awarded everybody at the time. Rather than let normal people have an award, they actually just completely torched it for the year. They said, if you can't have it, or if we can't have it, nobody will have it. And I remember people like David Gerald, just total crazy homosexuals, going out there making wooden anuses to try to deliver to the people who actually were nominated that year. It was terrible. One of the most unprofessional, awful things I've seen in all of science fiction. Now, these people love this kind of thing. They're just little babies at heart. And so they continued on. They changed the Hugo Awards to make it even more difficult to get nominated unless you were part of their little Whisper network. And they made it a very, very complicated process. And then the Dragon Awards were really something that was different. They were created for Dragon Con, a really fun convention. If you've never been, it's like a giant party, like 50,000 person party. It's crazy. And with that, it was kind of like the Popular Vote Awards. And so Larry Correia and the Bane folk who were with the Sad Puppies went over and started, kind of campaigning for the Dragon Awards to be a thing. Like I said, I got the nomination. Very, very pleased with that. The independent readers were all there. I lost to a great writer in Richard Fox that year. Fantastic book. He really had one. It was a better book. I'll give him the credit. And with that, things went well for a couple of years. The problem is once Larry Correia got his award, that's all he really wanted. He wasn't trying to build a culture movement. He really wasn't trying to fight the culture war like we are here. We're here and really being the real deal. He really just wanted an award for himself and for his Monster International series. And so he got that, and he kind of took his ball and went home at that point. And then it became less of a thing as the years passed. And as Bane and the people surrounding that decided to exude less influence over this award. So what happened at this point is Tor and the Whisper Network decided, gosh, there's only 10,000 people voting in this now. We can start to manipulate this. And John Scalzi won his first award a few years back. We had a big push for Timothy Zahn last year that actually saved it from this kind of thing happening again. But this year, more and more of the Bane group kind of tuned out. Larry's got his award, John Ringo's got his award, Timothy Zahn's got his award. So they don't really care over in those parts anymore. And so they stopped voting and they stopped pushing for it. And having those influencers stop pushing for it meant the Whisper Network got complete control over this award. Every person is part of that evil SJW group. None of these people have books that anybody actually likes. It's all a concerted effort to just push these people and pretend like they're popular. It's a big imposter syndrome sort of thing. I'm going to go over all these people in the awards in just a moment because it's ridiculous, the people who won. And this is because the influence is tuned out. It really is. So you can blame Baen Books. You can blame a lot of the independents with huge followings who did not come in for this year. And it's exactly what happened. Now, the members who voted this time went down to 7,000. There were 7,000 total votes. You can sweep one of these award categories with like 2,000 votes. This and the Hugo Awards, nobody's voting in them anymore. Nobody cares anymore. And it is really sad to watch because, again, this was supposed to be a front to stop this kind of thing from happening. And then those people went away once they got their own awards. Very, very sad here. So, best science fiction novel, John Scalzi. Now, this is kind of ridiculous. And I look at this and I go, this is the best science fiction novel of 2023. It's really ridiculous because it's not even really science fiction. It's like a superhero book. Like John Scalzi, if you don't know, just kind of copies other things, is a complete hack. And, he's probably looking at Despicable Me and going, maybe I can marketing capitalize off that because he really doesn't have ideas of his own. So he does this and he puts a cat villain in it. You could see, how ridiculous. Again, not even really science fiction. Definitely not deserving of the science fiction award at the Dragon Awards. There was a great book on the list that really should have got it, but unfortunately Tor and their employees and the subsidiaries have enough votes and clout without even trying to get this going through their slate at this point. Then you get into Best Fantasy. It's by Rebecca Yarros. Iron Flame. I actually am not familiar with this person, but again, let's look this up and just see what we get here. This is going to be a, Iron Flame. It looks like a Discover the #1 New York Times bestseller. This is total Whisper Network right here every single time. Although Violet's body might be weaker and frailer than everyone else's, she still has her wits and a will of iron. So this is going to be a 100-pound woman beating up all the men's like usual. It is really sad, and it's romantic fantasy as well. Of course, not even real fantasy as usual. Okay, next we go along to Best Middle Grade Novel. That's Delilah Dawson, who we showed in the picture above. She's a heavy part of the Whisper Network. She's been promoted hard, got contracts with Star Wars and the like, is definitely just a part of this exact same crew and obviously a part of his slate. Charlaine Harris did the Best Alternate History Novel. Again, another Whisper Network person. The one that shocked me the most is Chuck Wendig got the Best Horror Novel. Now, Chuck Wendig is one of the worst writers out there, so you know that this is just some sort of slate that's being proposed by these people in these clout circles because nobody likes Chuck Wendig outside of these circles. Totally fake at this point. For graphic novels, same thing. Monstrous by Marjorie Liu. That's one that's won the Hugo Award multiple times, is not really read much outside of those circles. There was some other books on there that were much better, but you can tell that, again, this is just their little social group, their little political structure that's winning this entire thing. And that's all it is. It's 7,000 people and probably 2,000 or 3,000 that are actually voting for this slate here. So it's doable. Real books can win. And I think as a lesson, we need to learn just not to let these strange people control things and not to just let things go by the wayside. So I'm going to be working hard on this with a good team of people who have some good followings next year. We're going to find the best fiction in all of these categories, and we're going to make sure that they get that we raise awareness for them so that this kind of thing doesn't happen again, because this is a complete travesty. It's a complete train wreck. It makes the egg on the face for the Dragon Awards and Dragon Con to allow this to happen, and it can never happen again. It really can't. All right. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you, guys. And make sure, again, we'll be pushing this. Join us here. Make sure to follow the Substack that's in the description below. Get on my newsletter so you don't miss any updates when I do get this rolling. And hit the like and subscribe button, of course. We appreciate you on YouTube for being great science fiction fans and the best science fiction readers out there. I mean, it's been an incredible few months as you guys have found us here and discovered the Stars Entwined and its subsequent stuff. Why can't I think it's subsequent stuff? This is why I'm a writer, not a talker. I'll talk pretty one day, right? Subsequent sequels. It's really good stuff, guys. Like I said, you'll really enjoy this. Go check it out. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.